Hello and welcome. My name is Vapor, and today we're going to talk about things I wish I knew before I started streaming. I've been streaming now for, well, if you go off of Twitch, it's been a little over 2 years. With that being said, I just came back from an 8-month hiatus where I was battling a neck injury, and I actually had surgery, so you can see the scar right up there. So I had to have 2 discs replaced in my neck, and now I'm just making my return. During that time away, it made me really think about all the things I did wrong the first go around whenever I was streaming. We're really just gonna tackle that list and go through it so that hopefully you don't make the exact same mistakes that I did. So starting out with number 1, it's chat first, game second. What I'm saying here is put your focus on the chat. People come to your stream because they want to talk to you. I'm just gonna be 100% real with you. I am not a MLG pro level gamer. People are not coming there because they want to watch the best gameplay they've ever seen on Twitch. They're coming there because they want to have a genuine conversation. We're going to talk about gear. We're going to talk about stream setups. We're going to talk about life. But the gameplay is just kind of a, background to what we're doing. It's that casual thing so that you have a little more interest going on at the same time. My big mistake I made whenever I first started streaming was I would focus on having the best gameplay I possibly could. And you know what would happen during that time? I'd have half a dozen lines in chat drop while I was focused, and then my chat would just disappear. Nobody wanted to stay there because I'm sitting here and I'm being this real sweaty gamer. I'm leaning in, going back forth, focusing, but I'm not saying anything to my chat. That's my first tip for you, and that's a big one. If you catch nothing else out of this video, follow that. Point number 2, pre-plan some talking points for your dead air. It's inevitable. It's 100% inevitable that you are going to have downtime during your stream where your chat just kind of, sizzles out. There's not someone talking. You aren't necessarily holding a conversation with everybody in chat at that point. During those times, you have to have something to keep saying. You need to, at the very minimum, start commentating what you're doing in the game. Explain why you're doing things, what you're looking at, what you're looking for. Give some insight into the thought process going through your head. But if you want to take this to a whole different level of how to fill your downtime, come to it with some discussion questions. Tell a story, something crazy that happened at work, something going on in life. An example, on my Saturday stream this past week, our air conditioner went out. So we had a whole period where all I was doing is talking about what's going on in my life and how my AC just went out. Speaking of which, if it's loud in here, sorry, the fans happen to blow. It's really hot up here right now. That should be fixed before we get too many more videos in. Have those talking points. Fill that dead air. Point number 3, buy gear that can scale with you. This is where I've made most of my mistakes during all of my streaming time. I am a gearaholic. I get too eager. My microphone is a great example here. I have loved gaming forever. Whenever I switched over to PC gaming, I bought a Corsair Void Pro microphone, #not sponsored. That is what I was using just to game with my friends. When I decided to start streaming, that was my headset. It's what I used for my microphone for stream and for chatting in Discord. I started having some viewers who gave me some advice. They're like, hey, definitely want to upgrade your microphone. I said, okay, what should I get? And people started recommending the Blue Yeti. Great microphone. Well, I didn't do enough research on my own end to realize that a USB microphone would limit me down the line. I go and I drop, at the time, I think it was like $130 on a Blue Yeti microphone. Might have even been $150, but it was a good chunk of change. That lasted me for a while, but I wasn't satisfied with everything it could do. I didn't feel like I had as much control over it. It was harder to eliminate room sound. As I keep researching, I go, man, I really need to switch to an XLR microphone. Well, you know what happens? That Yeti became useless. I had to get rid of that and then purchase a new microphone. I had to buy a mixer to go with it, and that's how I ended up with the Go XLR. I could have saved myself easily $150 if I had just done some research and thought about what will future-proof me. what is going to last me a long time. Number 5, this one may seem obvious, but be yourself. I always tell people I'm unapologetically myself. You're going to get me when you come see me on stream. I'm not putting on a character. I'm exactly who I am. I'm just having a lot of fun, giving my friends a hard time, having, genuine conversations with you guys, but I'm not trying to imitate any other streamer. And the reason for that is you are not these other people. What works for all these other large streamers is not going to necessarily work for you. And you are only going to be able to keep that up for a certain period of time. Be yourself, find what makes you unique. And that's what your viewers are going to be coming back for. Number 6 is stream with a purpose. What I mean when I say stream with a purpose is you don't have to set a schedule. I recommend it because people need to know when to come find you. But when you're streaming, be all there. Don't just stream to stream. If you're wearing yourself out, no one's going to enjoy that content. And you're going to make a bad first impression when you have new viewers come in. Whenever I first started streaming, I thought, okay, if I'm going to make it, I need to put in at least 8 to 10 hours a day like all these big streamers do. And that's how people are going to find me, is I'm going to be live so much. People are just going to stumble in and I'm going to win them over. Well, the problem is I was trying to work an 8-hour-a-day job and stream for 8 hours, and it didn't leave me enough time to recover. During that time, I would give good content for the first 3 hours maybe, and then my content would just go downhill. And then I would notice people would hop in for a second and they'd leave because it wasn't good content. Nobody enjoys being in a stream where the streamer is exhausted. Number 7, this one, man, the mistakes I've made in this category. Pick a brand and stick with it. Last week, I'm editing a video. I'm going through and looking at stuff from my duration of time on Twitch, so a little over a year's worth of time. And I realized that my brand had changed 5 different times. I had gone from using a green screen to not using a green screen, to a red layout, to an orange layout, to a blue layout, to a different blue layout, with different logos and all kinds of things, and it just kept changing. I thought to myself that all of these things I'm doing and all the time, money, effort, resources I'm putting into it is going to make my channel bigger, better, more exciting. But if I would have put that same amount of time and effort into just creating some better content for some other platforms, like these YouTube videos I'm recording, or the things I'm putting out on Instagram or Twitter, if I would have used that time there, I would have gotten a return on my investment. Because really, the only one who enjoys my branding to the same point of me is me. But you do not care as a new viewer nearly as much as I do. Pick your brand and stick with it. Put your time, money, and energy somewhere else. You may be wondering, Vapor, why are you telling us all this stuff? I genuinely want to help you guys. My background is in sales, and the psychology of selling is very important when it comes to Twitch. Twitch, at the end of the day, you're selling yourself to millions of people. I look at it from the same viewpoint as when I'm teaching my account managers how to go out there and get into a new account. You're trying to position yourself to get in front of as many people as possible. And the only way you can do that is to be on your A game, and to invest as much time as you can into your brand, your vision, and your message. And that's only as good as getting in front of people. As a reminder, my name is N3 Vapor. I stream on Twitch every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. Link is in the description below. You can also join our Discord. In there, you're going to see all kinds of great updates, and we have a wonderful community of people, all of which who are glad to be able to help you. I cannot wait to see you in a stream. And so with that, we sum it up with the 7 things I wish I had known before I started streaming. If you like that, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see in the future, and what are some of the struggles that you're having, and what have you learned over the years of streaming? Okay, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. I am going to be a sneaky person, and I'm going to do the generator myself. Dang it. Tiller, so help me God if you clip that.